What's up guys, this is pacomnl, back with a quick video review. Today I have in my hands the ASUS Cerberus mechanical gaming keyboard, equipped with Kailh Red switches. While this product is certainly not the flashiest keyboard from ASUS, they've really ramped up their Cerberus line of peripherals with this latest offering. To me, this not being overly flashy is actually a good thing, and I tend to gravitate towards more minimalist products. Before we get into this quick video review, keep in mind that Ceberus is the budget line of ASUS. They started out with typical cost-conscious gaming mice and membrane keyboards, and this is the first time they've released a full-on mechanical keyboard under the Ceberus moniker that comes with brown, red, blue, or red Kailh switches like the one I have right now. I know you guys love keyboard videos, so let's get right down to it. At first glance, the rather large box is indicative of a premium product, with a tasteful gamer aesthetic. You'll see a three-headed hound right next to a beauty shot of the keyboard, and you'll also notice that the keyboard boasts full 16.8 million color RGB backlighting. As per usual, at the back of the box, you'll see a list of technical specifications, and on the side, you'll see more Cerberus branding. Upon opening the box, you are greeted by the keyboard snugly contained in between protective foam. The package comes with orange WASD keycaps, a keycap puller, a quick start guide, and of course the all-important product warranty sheet. Design-wise, I really like the Ceberus Mech RGB keyboard. It looks clean, simple, and doesn't have any extra buttons that you don't need. In fact, it kinda looks more like an office keyboard rather than a full-blown gaming peripheral, which can be a plus depending on your personal taste. That changes, however, when you actually plug the keyboard in and power it on. The fierce RGB glow emanates from the keyboard, giving it that signature gaming feel we all know and love. While I wouldn't call the keyboard minimalist, it's not tacky either. The keyboard specs are as follows. It has a switch life cycle of 70 million keystrokes, a polling rate of 1000 Hz, 100% anti-ghosting and N-key rollover technology, and it features Cerberus gaming keyboard software for RGB control and macro recording, media controls via the function key, and a wired USB 2.0 connection. As for the keyboard's dimensions and weight, it measures 448mm in length, 150mm in width, and 35mm in height. It weighs a total of 1,250 grams. As for the keyboard switch, I previously mentioned that the board I have right now comes with red Kailh switches. Kailh switches are mechanical keyboard switches manufactured by KAIHL, or KAIHL Electronics Co. KAIHL is one of the most well-known Cherry MX clones. When I started typing on the board, it felt a bit mushy coming from a clicky blue Gateron switch, but I quickly got used to it and eventually loved typing on the board. It's relatively quiet and subtle, while still retaining that smooth tactile feel that I always look for in a mechanical keyboard. I recommend a red switch like this for streamers or office workers, as they are not nearly as noisy as blue switches. I get noise complaints all the time when I stream using a keyboard with blue switches, so this is a refreshing change for me. This is all a matter of personal preference really, and you just have to try it out for yourself. The keyboard body itself is a bit hefty and is on the heavier side as far as mechanical keyboards go, so even during intense gaming sessions you won't have issues with it moving around your table. Though the keyboard is made of plastic with a matte rubber finish, it doesn't flex unless you really try to bend it. When I put the keyboard to the ultimate test, namely pawning noobs and Type Racer, I felt that it performed really well. Keys were super responsive and smooth during my test, allowing me to type at a speed of 107 words per minute. That's just me bragging, but in all seriousness, my friends, my hands didn't feel fatigued from long periods of use, and I used this keyboard for a solid 4 weeks, 8 hours a day. Even when typing intensely at work, the keyboard wasn't distracting at all. As for the software, the ASUS Cerberus Mech RGB keyboard has a simple, easy-to-use controller software that you can download via the ASUS website. It allows you to configure RGB backlighting and macros. The software is still in beta stage, however, and you can control the keyboard's macros and backlighting entirely on the board itself without the need for software. The RGB lighting modes are as follows: static, breathing, reactive, explosion, color cycle, wave, and custom mode, which allows you to individually change the colors of each key. Now that you have an idea of how it looks, how it feels, and how it sounds, what's the verdict? The ASUS Cerberus Mech RGB keyboard is a great gaming keyboard that is really comfortable to use and will certainly put up with a lot of wear and tear. It's extremely responsive to pretty much anything you throw at it, which is great for both gamers and typists. If you're on the lookout for a great gaming keyboard that isn't as flashy as what you typically get on the market today, then this is the perfect fit for you. There you have it, guys, my quick video review of the ASUS Cerberus Mech RGB mechanical gaming keyboard. Like, comment, subscribe if you found this video to be informative. As always, I'm your host, pacomnl, and I'll catch you in a future video. Don't forget to check me out on twitch.tv/pacomnl for daily video game streams.